Hi everyone, I am Destiny. I am a therapist here at Healing Rhythms, and I wanted to spend some time today talking about why mental health awareness is so important to me personally. I want to share a little bit about my journey with anxiety and how music helped me start on a healing process and was a really important tool for me. I've also benefited from other songs and musicians who have had the courage to be vulnerable with their struggles, and I think that there's a lot of power in that and helping others feel like they're not alone. So I'm also going to share a song with you guys today that I wrote about my anxiety. So a little bit of background: I have been an anxious person my whole life. I function very well and have a successful career and personal life, but that didn't mean that I was not incredibly drained and draining myself. But I always kind of went forward with a mindset that it's not that bad, and I shouldn't complain about it because other people have it so much worse. And now I've realized that it really doesn't have to be that bad to get support. It was bad enough and it could be better. That's really how we should all be thinking about it. I mean, it was bad enough. It is bad enough, if anybody needs to hear that today. Anyways, I would spend so much time, weeks, months, agonizing, worrying about specific events or groups or presentations that I would have to do. And so much so that I would plan and replan and overplan and start over and plan again until I would self-sabotage because I had this mindset that whatever I did wasn't going to be enough and it wasn't going to be perfect. And I kind of had this obsession that I couldn't be flawed and I wasn't human, which is an impossible standard to try to live up to. You can see why I was feeling so drained. But I've also been on a huge Brené Brown kick. If you guys are not familiar with her, you definitely should check her out. She is a shame researcher and a storyteller, and she can be found on TED Talks, books, podcasts. She's everywhere. So she talks about naming our shame, which, yes, is something that we all have, and I'm not going to get into that either. I'll let you listen to Brené's spiel on that. But talking about how we heal by being heard and by being seen and speaking it to others and telling our stories. And I really think that we have a lot of potential to tell those stories through music, because sometimes it's really hard to speak it with words, and that's something that I really struggled with. Although I really do believe that we heal through expression and through sharing ourselves and sharing what we're going through. And I've always known that about music for me, that once I'm able to write a song, it lifts off a weight off my shoulders and kind of packages up whatever I'm stuck on and helps me move forward. In this case, I desperately needed to feel seen, and I was at the same time so desperately trying to hide myself from being seen as vulnerable or human. And it took me a long time to realize that. And once I did, I was able to write about it and separate it from myself a bit. And I've been trying really hard to be more vulnerable and open with my life so that it can be seen. But I hope that my song inspires others, because sharing it is very vulnerable for me, and it is probably one of the most vulnerable things I've ever created. And when I finished writing it, I sat and I cried because it felt so good to name it, to tell my story. And I felt like I successfully told my story and expressed it, even though I hadn't shared it with anybody. But that's the beauty of this. We can name our stories and tell our stories in a less public way too, like journaling and writing, and it just has to get out there somehow. So I want to share the song that I wrote called Scene, and I hope somebody can relate to it, or I hope it inspires somebody today. me, let me have a night alone. Don't ask me what is wrong, I need to stay home. I don't want you to think I'm not okay. I might love you, but I'll push you away. I start to wonder when I became this way. Maybe it's because the heartache I see every day. Maybe it's because some people don't seem to care. The ones who do, I don't want to hear. I hate what I see in me, and I'm scared of what you might see. I don't know why I'm hiding, but it's me I'm fighting. I think that I could be happy right now. Anxiety controls me. I'll even go to therapy. Maybe then I'll feel worthy. Maybe I could break free, really learn to know me. I think it's my new priority. I think I need to be seen. I'd rather talk to a wall than talk to a friend. When I'm alone, there is no pressure to pretend. My energy's all gone, I want it back. I'm too much of an optimist to feel this attacked. I hate what I see in me, and I'm scared of what you might see. I don't know why I'm hiding, but it's me I'm fighting. Why am I like this? Why can't I change? Why do I feel the need to escape? Can you hear me? Can you even see me? Can you hear me? Can you even see me? I think that I could be happy right now. Anxiety controls me. I'll even go to therapy. Maybe then I'll feel worthy. Maybe I could break free, really learn to know me. I think it's my new priority. I think I need to be seen. Yeah, so that song really helped me start processing and acknowledging what was going on internally for me. And if you're struggling with something similar or something different, reach out and ask for a consult. I think there's many ways that we can use music to walk through how to express yourself and process that internal world. And I think a lot of times that music can be a less scary way of doing it. I really believe in the process and the ability that it has to heal us, to tell our story through music and tell our story in general. But like I said, I think that music is a less scary way of doing so sometimes. And we know that music is a really powerful tool for conveying emotion, and I have no research to back this up. Maybe it's out there. I don't have it here with me right now, but I really think that sharing it through music can be even more powerful than just writing it or telling it, because of how much emotion music can carry. So don't have to be a musician to express yourself through music. So I really encourage you to reach out to me, because I personally would love to figure out how to use music to help support your mental health. So thank you guys for listening to my story and to my song, and I encourage you to share this with somebody today that might need to hear it. Thank you.